Hey there. All right. We're live. Welcome. I'm trying to see how this is going to work out. If there's a glare, trying to see what's the best way to. Oh, that's not going to be good at all. All right. All right. So that's not great. Maybe if I. Trying to see what's the best way to station myself. So it's not too bad. All right. This isn't too bad. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Life Support. Welcome to just a conversation that I hope we can have. There's a chat going. Feel free to ask questions as we go. Feel free to say hi, and I'll talk back to you. So this is an interactive deal that we're doing here. My hope is that, again, if this is just me today, that's awesome. I don't mind. That's fine. This is gonna be a 30-minute episode today, and it really is just episode number 1 of Life Support. And what is life support? I'll be talking a little bit about what the expectations are for life support, who I am, and all that. So this is like a test thing too. So just to kind of see what it looks like, to kind of see what the bugs are, what the issues are doing this, what I have to improve to make this a good visual presentation, make it so that it's at least it's sound quality, all that kind of stuff, working the bugs out, right? But also it's going to give me an opportunity to practice, right? My hope is to do this on a weekly basis, and kind of just go from there. I am new to this. I am new to being live and putting myself out there, but it's something that I've really felt called to do more and more, be more and more intentional about putting myself out there and trying new things. So if you're out there, if you can hear me and it's audible, please, if you could just in the chat, just say, yes, I can hear you. That'd be awesome. I had to let my dog in. So again, here we are. And we have, this is the first episode of the first episode of what we're doing here. Okay. So my name is Carlos, and I am, let me see, where can I start? I am the owner of Los Amigos Strength and Fitness. I've been doing that for over 10 years with my partner, Sandy. I am 50 plus. I'm 53 years old. I'm going to be 54 next, like in 2 weeks, 54. Wow. But I have 3 grown children. And again, this is an opportunity to share who I am. You get to hear who I am. But the primary thing is life support. What is life support? I want to share what life support is, why I'm doing life support, why I feel like I'm called to do this, what gives me the credibility or the thinking that I'm able to do something like this. So I came up with the concept of life support about 4 years ago, in the middle of the pandemic, or in the beginning of the pandemic, I should say. It became very apparent to me that my calling was starting to kind of show itself. Okay. And I love fitness. I'm passionate about fitness and helping people to get strong. But in the midst of it, I realized that helping people get strong physically, I was neglecting a whole other aspect of people. And that's the other part of us. I mean, the spiritual part, the moral part, the part that's besides being in the gym, right? And so I started to during the pandemic, I realized when I had interaction with people that people were really struggling and hurting. And so I said, I started to, I had a lot of time, like a lot of people, and I just started to kind of, kind of work on what could I do with my gym, what could I do with my clients to help them to get past this. That's an obvious need, right? And so I started to put the pieces together. I started to do some research. I started to kind of think about, what is it beside, like, what am I able to do? What would I be able to do? So I took my gym members and I kind of just thought about them. How can I help them? So I started to try to program or try to use my gym in a way. How can I help them beyond just the physical? And so I started to incorporate some stuff, some ideas, some thoughts to kind of just get them or spark their interest and get them thinking about it. And one of them was I started to implement at the end of our workout. I had a time where we would just reflect and think and process and just be with our thoughts, right? We're so crowded in our thoughts these days. There's so much going on. Everything wants our attention. There's noise, there's music, there's talking, there's social media. There's a constant not attack, but there's a constant calling for us, our attention. And those of us that are easily distracted, like me, super distracted by everything. And so it's very difficult to get and stop and be quiet and just get into introspective and processing and thinking. And so that's something that was super important. And that's what I did. I started to do some meditation, and it doesn't have to be, this, new agey type thing. It's just being quiet, searching within, and kind of being alone with my thoughts and see what was going on. And so that was super helpful for me. So I implemented that into my gym. And at the end of the class, I'd have people, as they cool down, I just said, hey, this is a cool down. And we're going to start to just spend some time quiet. And I want you to just think about what you're grateful for. One of the things that I realized that's super important when we start to get into this space where we're like starting to struggle and get full of stress and fear, is because we haven't really taken account of where, how good we have it. We really do have it really good. And so when you can stop and you can think about what you're grateful for, a lot of these things that seem to be really big kind of fall to the wayside. And so that was something that a lot of people, I got some good feedback, and they said, wow, just doing that was really helpful for me. And so I thought, okay, awesome. But I thought, you know what, that's great, but there's something more. I want to do more. Some of you know, and some of you, this will be news to you, but I used to be a pastor in my past life. A long time ago now, but I'm very passionate about people and helping people. I want to help people, and I want to be a helpful person. And so I could just do my gym business and be concerned with people's physical appearance and say, you know what, that's good enough. But I wanted to do more. And so this life support helps me to do that. So what is life support? That's how it started. But what is life support? So I put all this stuff together, and I thought, okay, I want to create a community of people. So yeah, I want to create a community of people that are actively working on creating a great life for themselves. Okay. My gym, the last 3 or 4 years, once I started to kind of really work on this, I created a kind of a logo, or not a logo, but like a mantra that we use. And I just say it all the time. And it's, we're a community of people on a journey towards wellness. And so that's basically what this group is going to be. Okay. We're on a journey towards wellness. Now, what is wellness? We need to define that. And so wellness for me, if I look it up in the dictionary, I can take what I hear, what I've read, and I can bring it to this: feeling good about each of the different areas of your life. Your life is broken up into different things. You might be a parent, you might be a sibling, you might, you have a job, you have, a career, you have your finances, you have goals and aspirations, hobbies, and the like. right? And so what I want, what happens, or what I've decided to do, what I wanted to do, is take that idea, right, and kind of make that. I messed around with that a little bit and see how could I make that and into this, something that we can work with. Okay, and so that's how it started. So I thought, okay, um, everybody has these different things that make up their life, and I looked on the internet. What how can I what is a tool that I can use to measure that, how that's going? And so so that wellness idea, how do I get well, right? And so there's this thing called the life wheel, and I'll like to give credit to who made it up, but I don't know off the top of my head. I did at some point, but anyways, life wheel is looks like a pie chart. It's a circle, it's a wheel, it's a life wheel, and the life wheel has these different cutouts like a pie, and in these different cutouts, there's different, like I said, those different things that make up who I am. You put those in the pie, okay, and so that makes up the life wheel. This is your life. You're a dad. I'm a dad. I'm a musician. I have, I'm a man of faith. I have, hobbies. Fitness is super important to me. So that's a part of my pie. So you take that pie, you work from the inside out. Okay, you're pushing, always kind of trying to push out on this wheel. In the middle is 0. Up towards the end is 10, and you're shooting for 10. So, for example, an area like fitness. Okay, so I have these, I have these certain ideal of what I achieve and I want to achieve in fitness. So I put these goals together. I work on those goals, and those goals, help me to, when I look at it and I evaluate how it's going, I can see, am I improving, or am I staying the same, or have I not moved, or am I going the opposite direction? And so I've taken these different areas of my life and I list them down. And for me, it's 5. It's my faith, friends and family, finances, and then a couple of them I had to mess with because they're all F's. So a couple I had to mess with them. There's a in music, there's a F clef, and so the F clef is music for me. And then there's one of them is fully personal. So personal development is really important to me, and it's something that's a big part of my life. I've always constantly wanted to improve and get better, and so I just call that fully personal development. So, anyways, I think I might have missed one, but there's 5 areas, okay, that are important and make up who I am. So these 5 areas, I've written down what is my ideal in these areas. So something I've read about, and I know this is very popular, is when you have a goal, start with the end in mind. Okay, I think it's Kobe, but correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, anybody. What do you want that ideal? What does it look like, right? And then work your way back from there into small blocks, smaller, and to where you are now, and how can you get there, right? And so this all goes to this, right? Why are we doing this? Why life support? Okay, I'm kind of telling you both things at the same time. What life support is and why we're doing life support. So let me talk a little bit about why we're doing life support. We have one life to live, okay? I'm saying the obvious. We know that. We have one life to live. Our life could be taken tomorrow. We could have a month. We could have years of life left. And so my question is this. What are you doing with your life? One of the things that has kind of spurred me on in my life, there are a few, and I'm gonna, I want to share these with you so you kind of get where I'm at. And again, this is an interactive community. I want to hear from you, and I want to speak into your life as well. But one of the things that really has changed my life is there are people Okay, listen to this. Okay, it's pretty deep. There are people right now that are not as talented as you, not as smart as you, not as uh, uh, not not as well off as you, and they're doing amazing things. Okay, let me do that again. There are people out there that are not as educated as you, not as smart as you, not as good looking as you, and they're doing they're doing stuff. And why not you? What's stopping you? Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is there's a pastor, motivational speaker named Miles Monroe, I believe his name is, and he has this thing that he says that he goes, in a graveyard are not just bodies. The spirits are gone, right? Wherever you think that they go, but the bodies are there. But in those bodies, left with those bodies, are the unwritten books, unwritten stories, unwritten songs, unwritten things that people wish they would have done. And so, whenever I kind of think about that stuff, it gets me jacked up and excited. Like, okay, what can I do? How can I help? And so, why life support? I believe that if you do life support correctly, if you find some people that you can journey and make, create a great life for yourself, and you can get some energy and some synergy with some people, you're going to do something amazing. I think we all have potential, but we're not realizing our potential because we're not serious enough about it. We're not around some people that can encourage us. We're not around people that we're going to pursue us and push us and say, hey, keep us accountable. So that's the huge aspect or part of life support that I want to hone in on. And I just keep going back to see how much time I have. I have 15 minutes left. Okay. So the importance of life support is having a community of people that are encouraging each other towards being great. Okay. We all have, we all have this life to live. And, we're all at different stages of our life. Some of our near, the ending of our, we're retiring, we're kind of winding down. Some of us are just starting, but we all have the ability to do something amazing. And I want to know what's stopping you from doing that. Who told you that you couldn't do that? Who told you that you weren't smart enough to do blank? Who told you that you couldn't do so and so? I want to create a supportive community, a movement where people are encouraging each other, pushing each other to do great things. I want to know what's stopping you. And so this supportive community, life support, is going to do just that. That's my hope. As we go, there are going to be opportunities to do this again live, like this. We'll break down. We'll do some different types of things. This is kind of more of a broad view of it, but we'll take a little bit more of a micro view of each section and how they work. And you can ask questions. We're going to have some meetups where we'll get together. I'm going to implement this with my gym friends, and I'm going to allow, I have the space. But anyway, you can do this anywhere. I used to do this with my son Jackson, who lived with me for a while. He would just say, hey, Dad, can we do life support? I taught him how to do it. I taught him what it was, and it was helpful for him. It can't not be helpful. This is good stuff. Having interaction with somebody and somebody keeping you accountable to do the things that you said you're going to do. You got inspired by something. You set off to do something, and you got distracted by a bright light. You got distracted by the next trial that came into your life, the latest emergency that came into your life, and you never got back on track. And so this community, the goal, or hopefully, is that we're encouraging each other. We're pushing each other. We're saying, hey, how's it going with that thing you said? Hey, and this is something that I want to be held accountable. Hey, Carlos, you said we were going to do this. What was going, be kind, of course, when you do it. But life support, a group of life support could be as simple as you asking somebody, hey, let's get together for coffee. Life support could be me saying, hey, this Friday at 6 o'clock, we're going to meet at the gym. and we're going to do life support together, or hey, something like that. Okay, maybe it's a running group. Hey, before we do our or after we do our run, let's get back and circle up and let's do a quick life support. How's everybody doing? Wow, Carlos, this really sounds like a support group, like Narcotics Anonymous or Alcoholics Anonymous. You know why? Because it is. That's all it is. We're supporting each other, encouraging each other, being community with each other through this stage of our life, through these things that we've called and said our importance. Okay, so now what? Okay, why life support? Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit more about why life support, but how life support, how we're gonna do it. And I just said that right now. Okay, I'm gonna have some things that I will share with you in more defined or more definite or more clear instructions, like how to start, how to have a meeting, how to how to put together your areas in the how to use the life wheel. So going back and then going forward. So basically you have this vision of what you want your life to look like. You're going to think about the end of your life. Okay. At the end of your life, when you are at your funeral, like say you're dead in a casket at your funeral, right? I know this is morbid, but we're all going to die, right? If you're at a casket, in the casket at your funeral, and you're a fly on the wall, so to speak, right? And the people are there to pay their respects to you. What are they saying to you? Or what are they saying? Not to you, hopefully. What are they saying about you? Like somebody felt like they wanted to share. What are they saying about you? What do you want them to say about you? Your life can be different from today on. Okay, your past is your past. Every day is different. You can change. You have the ability to make changes in your life. I believe that. I truly believe that. But you need support, and you need goals, and you need an idea. So I want my kids and my family members to say, man, Carlos, I know he loved me. I know he cared. He was giving. He was this. At the end of my life, how much money I made, unless I did anything with it and help people with it, and the accumulation of things really doesn't matter. It's what difference did I make in the world? And so that's that's important to me. And so that's how you kind of start this process of, okay, now I'm going to put together these things that are important in my life, and how can I construct that so that at the end I get there, I arrive there, right? And so I came up with these different things, like I said, my faith, my family, my finances, friends and family, my finances, my fitness, right? These things are super important to me. What do I want that to look like? Okay. And it can be a grandiose, like I want to have a fitness lifestyle that inspires other people. It could be like that. Right. And that's fine. Just something to kind of get the juices flowing, right? Something that you can work with. But then as you go, you're going to define it a little better. Maybe you're going to have more solid goals towards getting there, and we're going to walk through it together. So you have this starting point, these different facets of your life, goals in each area of your life, and then you're going to reassess and reevaluate and relook at that every chance you get. You might do this might be something that you do once a week on your own. You might do it once a week on your own, and then kind of meet up with somebody else to do it. Every other week, maybe once a month, you hit a meeting, and it's like AA. Hey, I'm going to hit a meeting. Weight Watchers. Hey, I'm going to hit a Weight Watchers meeting. This is going to be very similar. I'm going to hit a life support meeting. There's one meeting here. There's one meeting there. Hey, calling somebody up or texting somebody. Hey, you want to meet up to do life support? Sure. It could be 10 minutes. It could be 30 minutes. It could be an hour. Right. But the goal is to sit across from somebody and you're together talking about, hey, how's it looking? What's going on? What are some holdups? How can we encourage each other and help each other? Pointing each other into because we're all on a journey towards becoming well. I don't even know if I explained this correctly, but at the beginning when I said I was looking for what does wellness mean? Wellness means Feeling good about every area of your life, all the different areas of your life. Okay. So, wellness, as defined in the dictionary, feeling good. This is one aspect, feeling good about the different areas of your life. Right now, then here's where I want to wrap up this whole thing. Imagine everything in your life lining up. You've worked on your goals, everything's kind of working, and things are doing really good. What happens after that? There's an energy and there's a feeling like, man, I feel great. And now I'm empowered to do something with it, right? It might happen really quickly and it might take you some time. For me, it turned into this. This is what my life support turned into. Giving back and teaching people how to do life support, right? For you, it might be different. It might be everything's lining up. You're feeling good about all the areas of your life. And now you feel like the superpower. And you're like, I want to go volunteer. And you start doing that. Or I'm going to write that book that I've always wanted to write. And you start writing, you start working on that book. Or I'm going to, I'm going to, I don't know, I'm going to, I'm going to just be the best version of myself and have a great life for my family and so forth. And so it's up to you. I mean, you have to decide what it is, but this is a live breathing thing, life support. And I want you to kind of know that we're on this journey together. We don't have all the answers. We're not all on the same page. We all have different ideas and thoughts about certain things, but let's try to journey and let's try to take this journey together. We're a community of people all over wherever you can get. I mean, with social media, I'm talking to, I see people already in New York that are logging on and they're making comments and saying, hey, thank you for watching. And we're close. Proximity these days is amazing. And so even though we're far physically, we're close here, we're close in mind and heart, and we're trying to do this journey together, this journey of wellness. And this is life support. Life support is sharing your life with other people as much as you want to, as little or as much as you want to, and feeling like you can have some influence in other people's lives. It's going to hopefully spur you on to do something amazing, because that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that you get motivated. And you see some people, we start to interact with people, and you're like, and some people just share, hey, I've been doing this, and this has been really working for me, and because of it, I've been doing this, and you're like, whoa, why not me? And you start to kind of look into your own stuff, and I believe that we have so much untapped potential. And we can do so many good things in the world. And it's just a matter of going out and doing it. There's so many stories, especially in social media, of people that have no business, that you look at them, you go, they're nothing, but they're making incredible dents in society, and they're contributing, and they're helping, and they're loving other people. And they don't have a lot, but they're giving everything with the little that they have. And so why not us? Why can't we do something like that? I believe that we can change our communities, we can change our families, we can change the world. And so that's life support. I feel very strongly how important this is. I know this can work, and I know that it works. I've seen it work. It's working for me. I've used it. I actually use it for my staff at my gym, and I can sit around with my group and we can do life support, and it's amazing what happens in that circle. It's just cool. I can't even describe it. But I want to finish here. We're done. I got 1 minute, 2 minutes left, and I just want to say thank you for those of you that checked in, that said, hey. Thank you for tuning in. This is going to be saved, right, in YouTube. I'll share it again later, and you can kind of look into it. But be on the lookout for more live broadcasts. Be on the lookout for, maybe some more detail, a meetup that I'm going to try to do soon. I might do a couple of kind of seminar-ish type things similar to this, maybe a little shorter, or maybe just a little bit more. This is what we're talking about, life support, and have that noted where you can go and listen to. If you want to do that, prepare before you sit in a life support meeting, just so that you know. But a life support meeting is just going to be, it's intuitive. You're just going to show up, and people are just going to share their life, and you're walking with them in their life. You can share, you can sit back, you can just be quiet. But I'm excited about this journey, and today is day one. So let me know if you have any questions or any thoughts. It's only going to get better. Lighting is awful. This might not sound good. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's do this. Let's be community together. Let's do great things. I'm excited. Start to dream. Start to dream about what you can do with your life, and let's get there together. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later.